Hello, everybody. RV living with the geezer and the moocher here. She's standing by, and I'll show you why she's standing by in just a minute. But first thing I want to do, I want to show you I got a letter in the mail today, and it's from my friend in Wyoming. And look at that cool stamp. T-Rex, a dinosaur stamp. I think that's so cool. I had a stamp collection for a long time. I don't even know what happened to it. I gave it to my son. It's probably up in his attic. I mean, I collected them like back when I was a teenager. So, uh, yeah, there's my address, my mailing address. And this is from my friend in Wyoming, Debbie Weckler. Debbie sent me this nice card, and I'll read it to you. Hello, Calvin and Blanca. Thank you for the time and care you put in the videos that encourage my days. We are friends in sunshine and shade. I look forward to more of your travels and appreciate your love and respect for the Lord. I appreciate that, Debbie. Hugs to you, Debbie and Susie. I don't want to leave Susie out. Susie's, I believe Susie is her dog. From Wyoming, yeah. It's postmarked at a beautiful state of Wyoming. I love Wyoming. And it had a nice gift in there from Debbie. It's going towards my drive. She's sponsoring some driving videos for me. So Debbie, thank you. And the card will go, that's my pile right over there of cards that I've gotten. And it's going to go right in my pile. I don't throw them away. Thanks, Debbie. I really appreciate that, and means a lot to me. The kind words. So yeah, today's St. Patrick's Day, guys, and I wanted to cook some corned beef and cabbage, but I went up to Brookshire's and their corned beefs were all gone. Of course, I waited till this morning. So I took a gift card that I got from my friend Scott in South Texas from Arby's, and I've had one of these before. I went over to Arby's and I picked up a Reuben sandwich. And I've had, like I say, I've had one of these before, and I'll tell you what, it is. These are, Arby's makes a very good Reuben sandwich. Look at that. Yeah, yeah. So, and I don't have to cook the corned beef. I was going to do it in the crock pot. I've done it before, you know, corned beef, cabbage, and then I put some of those little, the small red potatoes in there. But I'm sort of glad they didn't have it because this worked out a lot better. So thanks to Debbie, and thank you, Scott, again. Scott's been very generous to this channel. So I'm going to chow down on that. But first, I got a little quick story about Reuben sandwiches. Back in 2007, it was the summer of 2007. I was driving the school bus in Bernie back then. And of course, we were off for the summer. And my buddies in Comfort, Rod and Marty, two of my best friends in Comfort, we decided we wanted to go to Las Vegas. And I was going through a divorce at that time, and so I was ready to go. Yeah, so they drove out there in Rod's car, and I flew. I wasn't going to drive with them, well, those two idiots. But anyway, this is leading up to a Reuben sandwich story, believe it or not. Let me get up here and I'll show you a picture of, I don't have a picture of Rod, but I just so happened. Marty passed away back in 2016, I think, at a very young age of 49. He was one of the, You know, you get good friends in your life, and maybe a handful. Well, he was on my handful, and this is that trip. And I've had this picture up for a long time. I just didn't put it up for today. That's Marty right there, and they called him Smiley in Comfort, and you can see why. He There wasn't a person in Comfort that didn't like that guy. He was he was a liked person, let me tell you. And that's me. Yeah, I'm putting on like I'm drunk. We'd come out of this uh, Big Dogs Brewing Company. But Rod, our buddy out there, he's retired Air Force, and he worked in Vegas after he retired from the Air Force. He worked in Vegas at the Air Force base out there at Nellis, and he ran the golf course out there for several years. So Rod knew Las Vegas. So I don't have much to show y'all while I'm telling this story. Just inside of my trailer here. And, I got the World Baseball Classic on, of course. Anyway, Rod said, uh, "You like Reuben sandwiches?" And I said, "Oh, heck yeah!" And he said, "I'm gonna take you for the best one you've ever had." So he had his car there, and he drove out to we drove out to the Caesar's Palace, to the Forum, which is like a mall. I'm sure some of y'all have been there. And it's all granite, and I mean, it's a fancy place. And there's a place in there called the New York Deli. And of course, Rod had been there before. We went in there, and I ordered a Reuben sandwich. And this 2007, it's back before it's right on the time the prices were starting to get crazy, going up. I mean, Vegas will cost you an arm and a leg now. It's not cheap meals or anything anymore. And so I ordered a Reuben sandwich. I think it was like $12, $14. They brought this thing out, and folks, the sandwich was as big. Some of y'all may have had this sandwich out there. It was as big around as that plate right there, just the sandwich. It must have weighed 4 pounds. I could not believe it. It was like 10 inches thick. I said, "Oh, who can eat this?" And of course, we got to go boxes, and I think he got one. Marty, of course, he was always had to be different from everybody. He got something different, but we had those two roomed together. We stayed out at Fitzgerald's, and downtown Vegas, and they had little refrigerators in the room. So I hauled that thing back to Fitzgerald's, and I mean, I ate on that thing for like 2 days while we were out there. I just cut a slice off, throw it, and they had a little microwave in there, warm it up, and I was good to go. But I tell you what, that was one heck of a trip, and we did it again the next year too. We all three flew out there the next year, but that's a whole nother story. But oh, we have fun? Oh yeah, yeah, we had a lot of fun. That summer I was ready to have some fun, and I'll tell you what, I had it out there in Vegas. I think we stayed 4 days out there, and we had a good old time. So yeah, Puerto Rico's beating Mexico this evening, this World Baseball Classic. But yeah, I just want to tell you all that story about the Reuben sandwich, the biggest one I ever saw in my life, and probably never see one that size again. But yeah, I just warmed this up in the oven because I went over there about noon today and picked it up, and I got it warm, so I'm going to go ahead and eat it. So I'm going to get off of here, guys. But yeah, I'll talk more about my buddy Marty one of these days. I tell you, I got a lot of stories about that guy. Yeah, he was a loved person in Comfort, Texas. He left the world way too early. Yeah, yeah, I sure miss him. All right, guys. Old Blanca, she might get a little French fry here in a minute. She already ate her. There's her food bowl. She already ate her food. All right, guys. I've been talking 10 minutes. My food's getting cold. Peace out. Stay blessed. Stay positive. Yeah, look at this thing. Look at this. Man, I'm ready. See you later, guys. I'm out of here. Time to eat. Bye-bye.